And so, as we said before, our main aim looking at these personality disorders is that we wanted to discuss specifically the obsessive compulsive disorder and the narcissistic personality disorder. So in order to just give you a picture of where it originates, that is why we started discussing the whole list of personality disorders. So the ones we were targeting are two: the obsessive compulsive disorder and the narcissism personality disorder. Those are the two personality disorders that we want to discuss into depth and into details. So for now, let's start by introducing the obsessive compulsive disorder. Yeah, the obsessive compulsive disorder. The West Africans say that it is for fear of what tomorrow may bring that makes the tortoise tag his house along. Yeah, this fear. If you look at so many of these personality disorders, it originates from fear, simple fear. Most of them is simple fear of something that grows in you to create some personality disorder. So West Africans said it's the fear of what tomorrow may bring that makes the tortoise carry or tag his house along. So let's start with the obsessive compulsive disorder. This is excessive thoughts that lead to repetitive behaviors. Yeah, it's excessive thoughts that lead to repetitive behaviors, as in OCD. It's called OCD. Often centers on themes such as fear of germs or the need to arrange objects in a specific manner. Yeah. These obsessions and compulsions interfere with daily activities and cause significant distress to you. You may try to stop or ignore your obsessions, but that only increases your distress and anxiety. Ultimately, you feel driven to perform compulsive acts to try to ease your distress. You see the way one thing leads to another. It's first of all, it's excessive thoughts that leads to repetitive behaviors. Then the repetitive behaviors then causes a fear. Then now it becomes obsession. Then it leads to compulsion, which now interfere with your daily activities and cause significant distress to you. So despite the efforts to ignore or get rid of bothersome thoughts or urges, they keep coming back to you. This leads to more ritualistic behavior. It becomes like a ritual, and the vicious cycle of OCD. We have this. Whatever we are talking about here is OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. There is also another one called obsessive compulsive personality disorder. Yeah, that's also another one. There is the OCPD and the OCD. I'll tell you which is which, but for now we are talking about the OCD. So often OCD centers around certain themes, e.g. excessive fear of getting contaminated with germs, or so to ease your fear of contamination, you may compulsively wash your hands until they are sore. You see? Just something instill the fear in you that you will be contacted with germs. So you start washing your hands, and you are to an extent that you become it leads into compulsion. So we have the symptoms of OCD, it usually includes both obsession and compulsion. But it's also possible that only obsession symptoms or compulsion symptoms. So OCD obsessions are repeated, persistent, and unwanted thoughts. Okay, they are unwanted, repeated, persistent, and unwanted thoughts, urges, or images that are insistive and cause distress and anxiety. They intrude when you are trying to do, or you are trying to think of other things. They intrude, then interfere with your normal functions. There is a fear of being contaminated by touching objects or others others have touched. Then there is doubts that you locked the door, turned off stove. Then there is intense distress when objects aren't orderly. Then there are images of driving your car into a crowd of people. There are thoughts about acting inappropriately in public, maybe going naked or running, or just acting inappropriately in public. Or there are fear of unpleasant sexual images, or avoidance of situations that can trigger obsession, such as washing hands too often. So that was just the introduction. We are going to discuss it at depth, the OCD, but just an overview introduction of what it is, that I was giving now. But later in our next video, we are going to discuss obsessive compulsive disorder in details. Otherwise, just enjoy your day, folks. Thank you.